Hello everyone, Billy Throttle here, back with more Peglin, Cruciball 6. This is a increased enemies and mini-boss have increased health. Up until this point, I've only had to restart a couple of runs for the recordings due to dying. It's probably going to start becoming more likely now. This is I would say a pretty big, Crucible difficulty increase. So let's see how our boy Peglin fares. Illusion, more damage to flying enemies, or Eye of Turtle. I know a lot of people are Eye of Turtle fans. Me, not so much, especially on regular Peglin. I mean, you can still get the extra reward options, but I might take the Illusion. Since we don't have any easy way of gaining Bulwark or Illusion, might save us some health. Can we hit the crit? And we're gonna just fall down towards the middle anyways, so we have a pretty good chance of hitting the crit. We have no chance of hitting the crit at this point. Oh, good. Okay, we've got a decent amount of gold. I do like myself a Restore. The earlier, the better. But I feel like, especially with our Crucible difficulty increase, we should probably make sure we focus a little bit on damage earlier on. So let's take Rub Orb. Great source of damage. I just got done with a pretty strong run, so I'm like, oh man. Back to being a weak little Peglin boy. This guy's dead with one bomb. It's gonna get smacked at us. Good dodge. Can I hit the crit? I think I can ricochet off. Cannot. Oh, we're taking damage. I'm curious. It looks like these guys are 220 health. They were probably at 200, so is it like an extra 10% health across the board? Or what? Let's upgrade you first. Let's look where our shop is. Alright, we missed the first shop. That's fine. Alright, so we have another shop way at the end. Now these guys, their health numbers are too clean for it to have been like a strict like 10% across the board. I should try to do a little research on that because I'm kind of curious. All right, Bat dies with the bomb, so let's start targeting Slime again. Let's take a refresh circle. We'll see if we can get some synergies with that, either by healing or whatever. doesn't hurt since we're down to one refresh on the board anyways. Okay, we eventually got there. I was trying to hit the crit. Let's see, refresh the board. Let's see. One discarded. Okay, so let's actually get rid of that. See, trying to uncover these bombs, but the bats I think were 60 or 65 health. They're up to 75. Alright, good dodge, but I wish you would have killed him. Probably aim at the bat. God. And now I'm gonna refresh the board, so I'm not gonna get this bomb lit off. All right, maybe we made a mistake. Oh my God, this is embarrassing. I'm being like trying to be cutesy here, like, oh, let's just pick him off with bombs, and then the guy just heals himself 100 times over, and we're down to 58 health. And a refresh is hiding our bomb. Okay, well, we lost like a ton of health here on a fight that we probably shouldn't have. I'm not taking Bucklorb. Let's take a heal. Let's upgrade. I feel like we should upgrade Dagorb. Dagorb's really not my favorite, but all right, reach in the nook to get a bramble or shake the tree. Let's take the bramble. Came as a level 3. Nice. So we already have the overflow on it. Crit's done. If the crit was in an easier spot, I may have went straight to Dagorb. Feels like it's been a while since I remembered seeing this stage. Probably not. I just usually play a couple runs on the weekend to load up on a couple of videos for the week, but it feels like it's been a while since I've seen this stage, but... Alright, we're gonna kill with bombs. I'm gonna try to save some damage on us by skipping Bramble. Alright, I don't want an all or nothing. I don't need a best orb fence. I could take this for targeting. I could take either of these for targeting. Let's take this. I feel like we already do have a way to put extra refreshes on the board, but I guess worst case scenario, we can just hopefully directly aim at one unless there's like a bomb in the way or... Oh, I thought I didn't even realize this was an elite fight at first. I thought it was just a regular fight. Okay, I don't mind this. Let's hit the crit and aim at the guy in the back. All right, this is real nice. We get a nice slide, we get a crit, we might get a refresh. No, that works out perfectly. So we've softened him up. We'll probably die to some bombs. And we can freely aim at the guy in front. Kind of wish we would have gotten a refresh before firing off this one, but Rub knows its job and got us a refresh anyways. Let's make sure we get the crit and get a good slide. So unfortunately, yeah, this doesn't do a lot of damage, so. I'm hesitant to take Abrasion because I don't have an easy way to heal or defend against the self-damage. But we don't do a ton of damage at the moment, so we may have to consider it. Let's take it and let's heal. All right, -1/+1 for every crit on the board. I don't think we want that one. Aliens Rock, we have targeting here. Every 4 shots, +1 multi-ball. Maybe we'll take the Aliens Rock. We'll have to remember that we even have that, though. I feel like that's one we often forget about. Just add some base damage. I wouldn't mind either way, I don't think. We don't have non-pebble duplicates at the moment. Bombs applied two blind when damaging enemies. It feels very consequential. We could take like a speculative hero's backpack though. I don't know, I guess we'll take this. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we could work into some bomb build and add in a ton of blind. No, I didn't want to hit both. I was hoping to soften one up. We're gonna skip Abrasion. I think we're doing okay in this fight. Skip, let's go. Let's actually target this guy. I'm hoping we get pretty big damage with this. Okay, I wasn't sure if we were gonna hit him. I kinda didn't think we were. We could have just skipped there because we would have refreshed the board anyways, but all works out in the end. Could take in or bust for a little bit of base damage on shots. I'm not sure. And a little bit of ball work, so like a little bit extra defense. I'm not crazy about it, but it doesn't seem terrible. No, we are going to a shop. Let's save our money for the shop. Although I should probably consider a heal before getting out of this fight. It's like there's this one bomb on this board. It feels like I either hit it too early or just like never hit it. Skip. Let's go straight and we can start kind of finding a way to the bomb. Forgot I had Alien's Rock, but we got some value from it. All right, so let's heal and let's save our money, because if we even buy, well, I said we could do one upgrade and then get an orb, or upgrade an orb here. Let's upgrade you, and then we just make sure we get at least 1 gold for a relic before we head out. If there's no good relics, we'll do a pebble removal. All right, refresh perspective, upgraded pegs. I'd like that. Whenever you reload, gain 2 must circle. Whenever you reload, heal 6. It's down to refresh perspective and dumbbell. I think we probably get more value out of refresh perspective. Although the Doctor Orb's actually kind of nice. Yeah, we don't have a good way to heal. I think this might actually be a Doctor Bangle. Okay, at this point it is a Doctor Bangle. And maybe we'll take an Echo Orb. And then I think we might have like a... We're at the point where like, we're good with the orbs we have. Let's aim for that crit. This guy's not going to do a whole lot, so let's skip by him. I don't know how much must circle we get here, because I don't think these like slimes count as pegs. They do not. All right, let's skip Doctor Orb. Hoping it was gonna hit that bomb and hit the crit, but we're in okay shape. I was trying to hit the refresh or the crit. I hit neither. All right. Not terrible. We could have taken a Nosforbatu. We already have the Doctor Orb. Although Nosforbatu at level 3 does hit everybody, right? And damages all other enemies for 2 times the amount. I feel like that's often my biggest issue with the regular Peglin characters, not having like the bulwark or the Ballusion. So like having just the items that can heal us in battle is pretty big. You do have to be careful because Nosforbatu does do unblockable damage, and it doesn't state it here, but I believe that amount increases each time you shoot it. So let's take it, knowing that it can kind of count as like piercing. All right. I don't think this is a defresh potion. We don't have any refreshes or any way to... Well, we do have this, but look how many orbs we have now. Every even shot activates pegs an additional time, but becomes dense. I think we just take an Electro Peg Net and just call it a day. It's never exciting, but I think it's a net positive. Keep seeming to get this at the most inopportune times, but probably don't want to fire. It doesn't matter if I fire the Docked Orb. That's actually hit pretty hard. Skip straight to here so we can have a refresh. And I got lucky that I was aimed in the middle, so we got some aliens rock value that I wasn't even thinking about. Nosforbatu and Docked Orb are a couple of the... I think Nosforbatu's probably the next one we level up, maybe then Echo Orb. Look, all right. I don't plan on going to this shop. I do like this path though. It's a lot of opportunities to get rid of Pebballs. Let's go straight to here so it does damage to everybody. And then let's upgrade you. And hope for Pebble removals events. Wow, that feels dangerous, kind of. Making too many of these. I guess though, if you... I'm hoping it's each one. Like I said, I think it has increasing unblockable self-damage. Well, now that we have healing though, I guess Abrasion doesn't scare me as much. And I guess Bramble also, the 2 self-damage. So maybe we don't do that. Maybe take a second Abrasion. That'll just make our heals better anyways, so... Yeah, it would be really, really good to get through some of these. Or get rid of some of these Pebballs, you know, shrink down the deck a little bit. Probably just kill here. Okay, not even close. Alright, we're full health, so we don't need to fire Docked Orb. I wish it told us how much damage this was currently doing. This is all just going to get eaten up by the shield, but it should be decent damage to then fire Echo Orb. 114. Okay. Doesn't kill initially, but we get there. Bully Ball does kind of work with a few of our items. We damage ourselves here. We damage ourselves here. We damage ourselves here. Actually, this would be a good time to take it. Because it's for each time you take self-damage, and things like the Abrasion hit multiple times throughout battle. I kind of like that. No shop for us. Not, I was looking for the one that wants to get rid of the Pebballs. I don't think that worked correctly. Heals you and damages all enemies for 2 times the amount healed. I thought it was showing healing for 30, but it only dealt that much damage. So is that... Or am I just being dumb with the way I'm seeing that happen? Which is very possible. Ow. We took 21 damage there? I mean, it's nice that Bully Ball's nice and strong now, but we're taking some damage for sure from this guy. We're gonna, okay, we're good. We get a nice board for Doctorb. Please don't hit the crit. Never mind. I aimed directly at the crit. I could have just fired to the other side of the board. I healed for a lot more. Although we did heal most of the way up, so. We definitely could have played it better. We don't want the Obelisk. How's this? Show all levels. All right, so it just must it must increase the base damage, and then it increases how quickly you gain your damage. See, now that we hopefully don't have to heal post-battle, let's upgrade Doctorb. See, we're saving our money on heals so we can use it on upgrades. Do I not have very little targeting? Yeah, this is my targeting orb. So that's what's going to turn him back around. I'm going to beat him for a world of pain here. Although, does this count as targeting? That might turn him back around. It does hit everybody, so but it's okay. I wasn't sure how that was going to work. Let's shoot refresh circle. Let's try not to hit the. We're gonna hit that crit. Okay, yeah. Heal up with Doctorb, and then hopefully finish off with Bramble. Real good hit on the refresh before it left the board. Perfect. Okay. That worked out really well. Okay, we got Ballista. Which is a little scary considering we don't have don't have a ton of targeting stuff. We do have a little bit of overflow of Bramble. All right, healing slime. Probably go with the healing slime. Dungeon die just feels dangerous. When your deck is shuffled, each orb's damage and crit are randomly rolled between -2 and +4. I mean, it's overall. I feel like it should be overall positive. Before it used to, I think, be -3 or +3 or something like that, where like you could have seen like a fairly decent negative. So like it looks like you have a much better chance of, having a positive here. Oh, it's just not the way I play. I feel like I'm the safe boy, and I'm going to take the salve. Even though we have a ton of healing already. Alright, I'm going to hope that we hit that crit. And then we can skip down to Echo Orb. No, we do have, you know, the strong magnet effect here. So I think we have a pretty good chance of hitting that crit. Not even close. It's disappointing. Get blinded. Actually, Bully Ball is actually currently worse. But I do want to get down to Nosforbatu because I feel like that has a chance of clearing up some of the board. Yeah, I don't feel like that's working correctly. I must be wrong. I must be misunderstanding something with it. Let's see if we can hit a refresh. Alright, I don't necessarily want to hurt ourselves with Abrasion again. So we'll fire off Doctor Orb and skip by Abrasion. I thought it would have bounced off that, just kind of scurried off the board real quick. Maybe I should have fired Abrasion. That's 240 damage. Okay, so as long as we don't hit the refresh, we're good. Or the crit, we're good. Whoops. All right, we're hitting all the wrong stuff. Okay, I was like, did I see Ice Circle? I was like, we may want to have considered that. We did not. And I'm going to stop hitting buttons. See, this goes to Persist 2 when I upgrade it. Let's upgrade Abrasion. Am I going to see a shop? Most likely not. Let's upgrade the other Orb. Let's upgrade Rub Orb. Well, there's some piercing. That's actually really good. When applying Bramble to enemy, apply Blind 8. When applying Blind to an unbrambled enemy, apply Bramble 1. I mean, we are doing both of these between our Bramble Orb and our bombs, but piercing. Piercing. We could have tried to heal up a little there. Probably should have. I'm going to pass on whenever I get here. Man, okay. All right, we're gonna increase our health. Don't really have. I guess we did have money to get rid of a. I think we have. I think it's 30 to get rid of a Pebble. All right, hopefully this gives us some must circles, so our Nosforbatu actually deals some damage. Man, I don't want to aim over towards the crit. I guess we could, yeah, let's do that. Well, I don't know why I directly at the crit when it does like much less damage. I was really hoping we would have hit a bomb to kill here. I don't have any healing coming up, although this gets just the kill no matter what. I think we pass here. Upgrade. I'm gonna upgrade Doctor. We may want that persist too. I don't like Tactical Treat. I'm not a big Unicorn Horn fan either, but I'll take it in this case. Please hit the crit. Alright, I'm gonna do damage to myself. My other healing guy's down at the end. Oh well. I should have went after the refresh last time. I didn't. We hit a good amount on those slimes, so. Maybe that should have been a bully ball upgrade. Okay, good starting orb. Get us some additional damage. Skip you. It's a 9-6. It's not terrible. Let's go straight there, because I guess I could guarantee it. Well, I don't want to say guarantee. I could have a high chance of getting a crit, but that last shot was pretty crappy. But you know what? This will clear the little janitor guys. All right, we'll heal up before we get our next shot. Try to stay away from the crit. Alright, yeah, our crits do the same amount, but it does a bounce. Let's see if we can hit the... I said we can hit that refresh. Skip Doctor. Bramble should get the kill. I almost didn't want to, but it did. All right. I can't believe we still have all 4 of our initial pebbles. Partly my fault for missing shops, but... All right, gain balance, start a battle. I'm looking ahead. I see projectiles attack. Projectiles pierce 2 additional enemies. I think that's definitely where we go. We already have some piercing with Primer Out of Frost, but I think we just go safety pegulations. The only other bomb thing we have is applying a little bit of blind to enemies, and I think bombs become less important in Act 3. Okay, looking ahead. Are we going to get here? We might. I might not even need to be honest. No, okay, this might work out okay. Let's go here. If we could hit the refresh, that would be ideal. And we're nowhere near it. Let me get some finer control with the scroll wheel here. All right, shop here, shop here. So we can only hit one of those. Dagorb's kind of not my favorite, but we'll upgrade it. And from here, we probably save our money for healing and hopefully pebble removals. There's a lot of events. Maybe we'll get lucky. I feel like you're more likely to find them in Act 2, but I think there's some you can't find elsewhere, but it just feels like there's more in Act 2 than other acts. Let's see what kind of events we can find. It's one I hate because I never want to take those fireballs. I kind of feel like wanting to go down that left path that has the shop. I was thinking about getting the refresh. It didn't quite get there. Skip this, we'll fire one of these docked orbs. Alright, good refresh. Alright. Hopefully we'll get to fire off our Nosforbatu before we... Oh, we will. We definitely get to fire off the Nosforbatu. Jeez. And 1 HP. Oh, these stupid bats are, you know, living. They're just being annoying right now. Oh man, this stinks. Here, let's switch here. It was weird because it hit the guy above and the guy to the right, but not the guy above and to the right. Those two bats were stuck at 1 health forever. We could heal. Like I said, we're not really spending our money on much else right now. And we're looking to get on this path, so let's go left. Yeah, this could be a good shot. Let's get the crit. And hopefully just clear the board on our next shot. No, not even close. That was really... All right, we have piercing here too, so this should do some work. I would love to have fired Doctor first. We're not gonna get there though. Oh, I lied. Great. I kind of want the refresh, but I don't want the crit. All right, we pass here. Attempt to navigate to the left. Oh, Nosforbatu. I think I finally understand you. I think even if I would heal myself for like, I'm fighting down to 97, but I'm only going to heal up to 115 with a, you know, a good shot. So that's a difference of 18. So I think 36 is what I should expect to see dealt to these guys. I think I was expecting just to see whatever damage number. No, we did 66 there. Okay, never mind. I'm stumped again. Just the moment I'm like, aha, I think I figured it out. I did not figure it out. Still trying to go left. I'm convinced Nosforbatu's like bugged or something. Oh my god, I was hoping for a really good shot with that so I could use Echo Orb next. That was so disappointing. Same. God, it's all over the place. I'm not even moving it. If it doesn't take me left, please. Oh no. That stinks. All right, super boots for healing. Got a lot of healing. Man. All right, here's finally a removal. I'm half tempted to kind of fire off into the oblivion just to... Let's fire this one off because it does decent damage. If you hit stuff. Alright, we're definitely getting to our heal. Do we kill with a 6-2? Maybe. More likely to kill with a 10-9 though. Alright, we got it healed up. Let's see, still have a couple fights. It's like I don't want to upgrade those out of I just don't want to upgrade them. When applying positive status effects, spin infection, refresh pegs activate nearby. When you lose health, deal 7 times the amount to enemies. That I'd probably take Ring of Pain if it was a little bit earlier. Let's just take Mask of Joy. Gets us extra must circle. And I guess Belusion too, so. Yeah. I am stumped and stupefied and Nosforbatu. I don't know if it's even worth firing Dr. Orb here. Just gonna take a lot of damage after the fact, but where is my refresh? Down the bottom. Yeah, at least exploded the guy that was about to be right in my face. Volleyball would have been real nice with a refreshed board. Here we are. So even if I fire that straight down into the oblivion, it still kills several things. I could slow the board down. Unicorn Horn actually makes it harder to aim on some of these things. Just seeing it like go all over the place, and Electromagnet doesn't help either, but all right, thank God. We have piercing. So. Let's get the refresh. Aim here for the alien's rock. And we should be able to clear everything up with Echo Orb next. Which one are you? I could take another Bully Ball, considering that's a pretty strong orb for us. I think I will. I mean, what else are we doing with our money? Nothing, so. Out of principle. No. Not upgrading them. Oh, I hate this guy. Why does he have to be right before the dragon boss? You didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing. Should probably start eventually trying to just hit some pegs. I hate this stage, man. Hey, we did half decent damage. I'm pretty sure we're not going to heal back our 15 when we fire off for Nosforbatu. Barely. Can we do 69 damage here so we don't have to take damage during the reload? No. Alright. Heal. When applying negative stats effects to an enemy, apply +1. I mean, we're only having one enemy spawn. I guess it's probably this. I'm not sure what negative stats effects we're applying other than, I guess, like blind, Bramble, but Bramble's not really doing much. I guess it just Mask of Sorrow, but it's not getting much value here. Let's go straight to Bramble. Of course, both of our Bully Balls had to be at the very beginning, and our scaling stuff is way at the end. Same for the crit. Uh, 684 damage. I guess we'll take that. Better off without a crit, but I guess we'll start digging down towards the refresh if we can. I guess we are refreshing the board with refresh circles, so. Yeah, our ore border here was terrible. Hope we don't just, we should get some good scaling here. Maybe not. Okay. I'll take 8. Honestly, I think we probably just pass here. Just although I'm tempted to shoot it just because to see how bad the the damage is. Okay, well that didn't help. The damage makes no sense. I really hope there's someone that stops in the comments. It tells me why I'm an idiot. I would much rather be an idiot and know why it's doing that than not know why it's doing what it's doing. All right. All right, we don't need to fire off Doctor Orb right now. Now when I want our bully balls, they're nowhere to be found. So 31-26 is not bad. Actually, we're gonna have even higher. We're firing off another abrasion. Oh good, we got Dark Orb next. I was gonna say, we just passed on Dark Orb because we didn't need it, and now we could use it. I don't think he's attacking us again yet, so let's skip you. Go for a refresh. And my brain still saw a Dagorb was like, you need a crit for that. Alright, so this is guaranteed. Guaranteed kill shot. All right, cool. I often feel like, I don't know, maybe I got lucky this run, but I feel like I never find Doctor Orb or Nosforbatu. I found them both here, which just makes things so much smoother. Because post-battle healing often just stinks. I mean, we did get like the super boots later, and we had the healing salve, but I mean, this was only Cruciball 6, and I think if I didn't have those, probably if I would have missed out on one of these two, I don't know. It probably would have been a different story. Yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time. Take care.